And we're live. What is up, everybody?
It just seems like a really great day for reasons.
There's news. New York is finally cleared up with all the
that's
smog
good.
for the most part. I was in Manhattan today, but then there's also some crazy news, politics-wise. We're not going to get into it, but let's talk religion, Dan.
Yeah, it's just been a really great day all around.
Been some crazy news today, but apparently it's all over North Carolina. It is moving south, guys. So if you're south of Jersey, I'm sorry, but you're smelling Canada's farts now. We had it really rough this week. Oof, dude, that smoke was like, it was, I felt like I was using a filter when I was recording the video. It was orange. It looked spooky.
It looked weird. And that's happened here in the Midwest a few times.
Oh, it has. Like when corn catches fire.
Yeah, that's it.
I assume that's what else.
No, literally the same thing has happened here in Iowa, Nebraska when there are fires in Canada, whatever is in central Canada.
That's right. Yeah, because even right now there's fires in northwest
or Kansas,
Canada as well. And that's kind of heading south. That's hitting kind of the cheese states up there, Wisconsin.
Smoked cheese.
Smoked cheese.
Smoked
honestly,
Buddha.
You know what? Say what you want about the Midwest, but they got the best food. They got all the potatoes up there. They got all the cheese up there. And corn. Corn's great too.
What else do you need?
What else do you need?
Nothing. I'll tell you what.
Maybe like a longer summer or a milder winter. But you know what? You live in Idaho, you know what you're getting into. Idaho.
Potato weather.
Potato weather. Yeah, nice hearty weather, yes.
It's a great day for potatoes.
Great day for taters.
What is up, everybody? This is, I like the season 2, episode 159.
Yeah. I was going to make that my intro, but I ended up you know what? I'm going to double dip. Whatever. Phoning it in.
Who's going to stop you?
Who's going to stop me? Well, you might.
I got no qualms with that.
This is still a two-way marriage.
I'm pretty easy
which
going.
Which is just a regular marriage, mind you.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is June, so that makes sense.
Carry the two. Yeah, it is June. What does June have to do with marriage?
Pride month, we're two dudes.
Oh, yeah. No, this is
I'm surprised I had to spell that out for you.
Well, because I'm so used to it. Like, to me, it's just Tuesday or Thursday.
It's just a Tuesday on Thursday.
Dan, I don't need a month to know that I'm in love with you.
I know.
We're married. We're joined at the hip, front to back, giggity. But yeah. Guys, welcome to the first episode of DP at Night.
The first episode of the rest of our lives.
Everyone thought we're gonna be done, but no, we're gonna keep doing this. Actually, you know what? If you guys want to ask any questions or whatever. Oh, also, do we even have like called-in questions?
I don't know. I haven't checked the email today.
We should probably do that.
Everybody thinks we quit, so no more questions.
No, and we genuinely are not going anywhere.
Hells no.
As a matter of fact.
Toma
called in, and Podchaser emailed us. That's so nice of them. An automated email. That's so great. Yeah, if you guys want to call in, we only have one question right now, so you can still call in during the pre-show. I won't yell at you like Mike does, but make it a good one. That being said, Dan, I was gonna say a thing to you before we went live, but I completely forgot. So I had this thought. I was like, who do we know with like a velvety voice to do the intro for us? And who?
Oh, go on.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening.
And I was like trying to think back to some of our classics, and I thought of Barbara. I'm kidding. Not Barbara.
Barbara.
I was like, you know what? If we didn't burn that bridge, I might hit up Josh the Dad with his velvety voice. And
did we burn that bridge?
Oh, no, I don't know. He hasn't called in a while, so I'm assuming I said something silly. And
he messaged me not that long ago. I mean,
I love Josh the Dad. He's genuinely one of the nicest.
He's just busy with life.
Paul Jackman with a question. I love it. Okay, I thought he just sent me a bunch of links to his stuff because his signature is his site and then the Netflix link to Making Fun. but there's a question
Of
here.
course.
But yeah, so I was like, oh, I might hit him up. And I was trying to think of like some voicemails that we've gotten recently that were just absolutely creamy. And then Emma goes, why don't you have a contest? Because I was saying like we might just ask people and like see what.
Ooh, I like
And
that.
she's like, why don't you just have people record intros for you guys and then like pick the best one or ones and use that as the intro over the same music. And I was like,
I like it.
Like this. You are not getting any money for this idea, and I am definitely stealing it. So
I second that, but
there
yes,
goes
I like
Emma, already paying for herself.
I like it.
Best.
Let's do it. Let's announce it right now.
Okay, guys, exciting announcement. You're going to hear it now first.
But keep in mind that we need it before Sunday or whenever I edit.
Let's do it through the end of the month.
Okay.
All right.
I'll just edit beeps over where Mike says his own things.
Just bleep it. Oh, that'd be great. Or just leave it in to confuse people. Or we're just gonna play the Shop Sounds intro. A different podcast every week. Yeah. Or we'll do like I don't know.
We should use the intro to like Serial or something.
Serial? Like
that podcast about like crime. Serial, not the breakfast item.
You. No, I thought you'd like listen to a podcast about breakfast. Which honestly, A, I wouldn't put it past you, and B, there's there's people out there that can make that compelling. Okay. Like there's some good podcasters out there. There's some that I'll listen to almost anything if they just talk about stuff, but I like that. Yeah, no. So anyways, we're doing an announcement. I'm going to make the audio available somehow and you will all be able to get it.
No, just don't do that.
No.
I'll mix it.
Well, but I want people to have to be able to, throw this. I don't know. Maybe you don't need it. But if you need it, we can do a Dropbox link or something, or box.
No, just Google. Just record it like you would a voice memo and send it to us in an email.
All right, and there you go.
Then I can just mix it.
I guess it doesn't really have a cadence to it. It can't be too long because remember that intro is I think sub 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know how long.
It is about exactly roughly under 30 seconds, I believe.
Under 30 seconds.
Yeah, 100% definitely maybe. I should know that because I have it right here.
I'm definitely bleeping Mike. I mean, we talked about that last week while Mike was still here.
just
he thought it was funny, so that's what we're doing.
Bleeps over whatever he says.
Yeah.
AWP intro. It's not gonna play forever. That's right. Oh, that is playing in my ears though. It is. Apparently it's 45 seconds. Okay, so that's a long pitch.
But you need
no
no talking for at least 15 seconds.
Yeah, you need keep it under 30 seconds. The best one is gonna get played. Honestly, we'll probably play all of them over the music. We'll mix them or whatever and just do it during one of the pre-shows.
Also, here's this. The one we pick, we'll send you a t-shirt or a hoodie.
Oh, yes. That's the other part. Sorry. I was going to say, the winner will get an autographed t-shirt. Hang on.
Autographed?
Hang on. Emma goes, wait, that's crazy. Why would you send it? I was like, no. We're going to get the signatures. Like, we're going to scan them and then just screen print them onto the shirt.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I want people being able to.
Well, I'm just going to throw an X on there.
Okay.
We'll just write
I'll put a big D if you know what I mean.
Thanks for all the fish, and then medium D and small P.
Thanks for all the fish. I get it.
Yeah, from Dune.
Hitchhikers.
Oh. Dune. They had all because the fish were gone? Because the sand planet?
I don't know about that.
You had to read the book. Yeah. Did you know that...
The intro just needs to be played in drop D, and we need an emo vocalist to cry about that.
No, it'll be good. I was also thinking, because I was just going to record it, but it's me in the intro saying hello and welcome to another Woodshop podcast. And then 30 seconds later, I go, welcome to another Woodshop podcast. Just doing the same thing again. So
yeah,
it would not work.
No, it wouldn't.
No, we can have Max record it.
My dog or Max Jensen?
No, the dog.
Oh, the dog. Yeah, he doesn't speak English well. I can get him.
But he does
He's very
speak Lori.
he's trainable.
Um,
We'll see.
or just we'll play it and it'll just be 30 seconds of a CNC running over the intro. We could clip the intro and make it shorter, but it's
No.
but it is a banger. It is a banger.
Yeah, it's so great. I don't want to change the music.
I mean,
the
Max
music.
Jensen is a good choice. Yeah, no. Oh, Michael
Yeah.
Hurling, he's him too. Lars
Yeah, I vote for Max Jensen as well.
Or wait, we could have Ash do it with his Australian accent. Ash, you'll have to call in. We'll need well, not call in, but send us an audio of intro if you are so inclined. And honestly, if there's a bunch of good ones, I am not above just rotating them.
Justin over at Calorie Customs is calling us out. What about the shirt promised after 2 months of patronage?
So
When can I expect that?
I do want to talk about that too. And Justin, if you haven't gotten,
We actually need to talk about Patreon in general.
yeah. So I do appreciate you bringing that up because I handle a lot of the Patreon stuff, and I owe the community an apology. I have been slacking a little bit on this stuff. I promise you, we are going to be getting back on it. We're going to be actually using it a lot more, and something that we're very excited to announce that I didn't run past Dan except bringing it up once is we want to schedule some kind of maker call where we're actually some of our more top tier patrons and us are going to hop on a Zoom call once a month or every 2 months.
Yeah,
or whatever.
monthly, I think.
Yeah, I'd like to do it monthly or at least every 6 weeks. So if you guys are, if that's something you're interested in, and if you are a patron, I'm going to be throwing up a little poll.
Paul's got
up
a
there.
good point there. You should have just blamed the Patreon stuff on Mike. That was pretty amateur.
I'm Honest Pete. It was his fault.
Honest Pete.
Yeah. Yeah, you should see.
Honest Pete for president.
Yo, I'll chop down so many cherry trees. Don't even get me started. Honest Pete. Boom. Because Washington,
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That's how you made your planks. Cherry planks.
Yes. Justin, it will be getting printed tomorrow. I promise you. I'm gonna get on that. Thank you for the reminder. And
Send Pete or send the podcast an email with your shirt size and everything. All the info.
actually,
we need.
yeah, send me address and shirt size. Because if I don't have it in there, then yeah.
A Discord group.
So a Discord channel. I'm glad you brought that up. We are not gonna do that.
Oh,
Do you want to manage a Discord channel?
I have no idea what Discord is. Actually, I take that back. I literally just downloaded it yesterday because apparently you need one to have to use Midjourney, and I've been wanting to use Midjourney, the AI art creator.
Yeah. So Discord essentially.
And it's a real pain in the ass. I'll tell you that much.
Discord.
Discord, Midjourney.
Oh yeah. The combination of the two. But so
Yeah.
Discord is
What do you have to do to manage a Discord? Like, is it
here's the
just a
thing.
chat
Discord
room?
initially started out as a chat. So basically, you have a channel, and within that channel, you can have different groups. So like, if you play with a bunch of friends, it really started out as a gaming thing where people that were playing online would be. In a
Because
chat
I was
together.
big into Yahoo chat rooms.
It's same
in the
thing,
day.
but like less scary. And also, you have to invite people into your channel. And you can set up bots in there and automatic notifications. And people have it like people go in depth with this stuff where. Like, we'll drop an episode and it goes into the Discord feed. It goes into everything.
Okay. I say, why not?
You know what? Sure, Dan. I'll set it up this summer at some point. I like how Dan just is like, yeah, that sounds great. Do more of that.
You set it up, I'll manage it.
You sound like every
Scout's
boss
honor.
I've ever had.
Scout's honor.
That's a great idea, Peter. Do that for less money, please. My boss.
Yeah, I was big into the Yahoo chat rooms back in the day.
I was big into AOL chat rooms. Oh, that
liked
door
Yahoo.
opening
There
and
was-
slamming. Oh, the door opens. Your
I
heart
would,
stops. You think
I
it's
would
the girl
do-
you like?
I would do music trivia all the time.
Hey Dan, ASL.
44 and 3/4
Thank you for not lying that much.
often. And Nebraska.
Yes. AWP.
My
chat
I
roulette.
think my Yahoo chat name was I had a couple, but the one I used the most was Lieutenant Dan with X's on either end.
You know what? Oh, I have to be an X. There has to be an
Right.
X. Yeah,
XX
we
Lieutenant
all
underscore
had a
Dan
username with X's. Do you remember how like? Well, I don't know if you were one of those people, but like back in the day, like emails and passwords were still very new, or like accounts with things.
Mm-hmm.
And there's definitely a plethora of emails that I created, and if I like forgot the email, I just gave up on it and just started a new email. Like before, people were actually emailing you with great deals on penis enlargement or whatever. You know?
Man, if you happen to have any of those, though, send them my way, would you? I'd just forward them over. Only if they're a good deal, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I mean,
for a friend.
I mean, I get like random emails about like winning a gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods. I can say that because it's a sporting goods store.
Right.
See what I did there?
Yes.
Now, if
submit your questions in Discord, is it you can do that?
You can. I mean, it's just a chat.
Oh my gosh! Apparently, there's a lot of like things with Discord.
Discord has a lot of cool options. Actually, kind of related to Discord, I have this thing.
My son does Discord, so maybe I'll have him give me a lesson.
I got a new toy that'll actually help us out with the podcast, and I cannot lift it because it's cable managed, but it is one of these for doing the podcast. So this is a soundboard and mixer. Yeah. So I'm much excited. I was playing around with it right before this, and then I was like, I'm in way over my head. There's way too many things to change, way too many settings. We'll do this for next week. So
see, this is how serious we are. Pete bought a thing.
I bought a thing. Yeah, because this is something that I was like, you know what? This will be easier for us to mix too, because we'll be able to play audio right on.
I don't have anything to show.
That's fine. Show. What are you drinking, Dan?
Corona.
Attaboy.
I don't have any champagne, so Corona it is.
But this is great because I'm going to be able to actually drop in questions when you guys call in, and we'll play it live right through the receiver or through my headset or whatever. So when we're recording the audio, it actually picks it up, and then Dan won't have to do any editing. It'll just be there. So once again,
love this idea.
Peter does something that saves Dan time.
I love it.
Motivated Dan.
This podcast is getting so good.
Dan's got the virus. The Rona. Yo, we bought a case of Corona for this Memorial Day party.
That I didn't get invited to.
Maybe one person. It was a regional thing. Nobody.
Can you hear John typing, by the way?
Maybe, but it's okay. This is a pre-show.
Yeah.
It's the pre-show. This is YOLO. We just make noise. Can you hear me doing this?
I can. What did that sounded like something. It like triggered a memory or something.
Oh, Lars, I have to disagree. The Arizona hard tea, the peach, is so good. It is
Bottom shelf toilet vodka.
No, the peach one is money. That's the only one that was available at my local store. I picked it up. It was the one to get. The other ones might be a little weird because I think they have a green tea one, whatever. But it is much nice. Such wow. I also bought like a case, a big like 32 whatever pack case of Mike's Hard lemonade thing, whatever. Only
you can't say that word.
Oh, Bleep's Hard Lemonade.
No. It was the hard. Lemonade? Don't say hard. Yeah, thank you. Bojangles hard tea. No, I haven't had any hard tea. No, I take that back. I've had, what is that? Ice hard tea in a yellow can. What is that?
Twisted tea. Twisted tea.
Twisted tea.
Oh, it's not, I'm sorry. I said Mike's Hard. I meant Twisted Tea. That's the one we bought for the party. And like,
my brother and I drank a lot of those one night. There was
people ranging from like tweens to like adults at the party we had. At one point, I saw somebody walking with one of those, and I was just like, "It's not my place to ask." Like, I don't know what age you are. I asked Emma later, and she was like,
"Well, is it your property?"
It was, yeah. And I thought it was like,
it's absolutely your place to ask.
I was like, "Is she underage?" And Emma was like, "No, she's good." Like, okay, because she looks 15. Apparently, she's in college, so whatever.
I would be asking because that person, I'm going to get serious on you. That person drives away and gets in an accident or kills somebody.
No. Well, the thing is, like, parents were there.
That's on you.
Like, the person's parents were there, too. Like, there was parents at this party because some of them, like, carpooled with all the kids because they're different ages. So it was a very odd range of people at this party. But I know I can handle 60 people at a party now, so, yeah.
Maybe next year make it 61 so I can get an invite.
Well, it was going to be 61. Mike was invited, but he canceled last minute. I'm sorry.
I can't with you.
I can't. You can't. Anyways, what's up with you, Dan? I should probably drop. All right, you talk now, and I'm gonna drop in questions because we have to do that thing now.
Yeah. What do you want me to talk about?
I don't know. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about AWP.
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about beer.
Carl's Jr. Oh,
Carl's Jr.
random.
I just looked at my empty beer bottle and
Sadness.
I started singing.
overcame you.
Max ran over here. But you like my singing? It's pretty good, huh?
All right, let's. I'm almost afraid.
Let's
to
talk
play.
about why Mike left.
Oh,
He's too busy. He's too busy.
too good at sex. We were too good in bed. He couldn't handle it.
I don't think that's it.
Dan snores. That's why.
I snore.
No, but like Mike legitimately left like because he's slammed. He's overwhelmed, and we talk about our value of our time a lot, and like this wasn't providing enough of a value for him anymore because he's slammed.
And he's just getting busier and busier.
Exactly. Like it's gotten to the point over the last couple months where like you literally see him like look to the side. He was having to write emails while we were like in the pre-show and stuff because he's catching up on his day. He's always trying to stay ahead of stuff. It's just a lot. So I get it. He had to take a break, and I hope everything is great with him and he blows up his business. And this extra little bit of time on a Thursday in the middle of the week really does help him out because it's a Thursday. It's a middle of the week. He's got employees. It's kind of hard to step away at 6 p.m. sometimes when he's working usually till 8.
Exactly. And there's no ill will ill feelings towards him. I mean, it's all amicable.
Yeah, no, we had it annulled. So the wedding was
good.
The three-way marriage. So now it's just a
we never consummated the marriage, so it's all good.
Speak for yourself, Dan.
Well, I didn't. I never got consummated.
Coward. Did you get what's the word? Did you get contingent?
That's never gonna die, is it? It's never gonna die. God, I hate this world.
Yeah. How's John's novel going?
See, you can hear him typing. Hey,
I can. It's fine though. It's fine. John,
that kid is 10 years old. We gave him a speed typing test. He can type like 60 words.
I thought you were gonna say you gave him a typewriter.
No, he's got a mechanical keyboard. I bought him a mechanical keyboard.
I have one too. That's why I don't type on it while we're taking notes and stuff.
Well, it was a good idea when my desk was on the other side of the room, and I didn't think about it when I changed up my office situation. And
you should make the basement like a big kids hangout. Move the thing by you.
Well, here's I'm an overbearing parent, apparently.
No, it's nice to have them in a living room. They're part of.
I just want to be able to see what they're doing and glance and what they're doing and stuff.
Dude,
and kind of keep.
I totally get it. I'm a big fan of like me and Emma hang out often for hours, and we're doing separate things, but we're same room, and it feels like we're together. I
don't like spy on them all the time, but I just want that ability to look at them and see what they're doing.
You don't helicopter, but you're always present.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, you're a gift. You're a present, Dan.
Yeah. Even my daughter, she'll be 15 this year. Her computer's still down here too. I think when she turns 16, I'll allow her to put her computer in her room or something.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to point out that we're getting concurrent viewers of about 20 to 23 people. Usually we get about 25 to 30, so we're averaging pretty well. More than 66%. So take that, Mike. Take that, Mike. I'm gonna get the audio in now and.
All right, cool. I was just looking at some orders that came in. I feel like Etsy's picking back up.
I'm so glad.
Maybe. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it.
You totally did though.
But things are doing a little better than they were the last couple of weeks, so I'm just ready to jump off a building.
Hey, no.
I mean, I wasn't gonna really, but I
Dan's
felt
just thinking
like
of parachuting.
Base jumping off a 10-story building.
All about that bass. Some treble. All right,
Yeah, it could be Father's Day, but it's all standard stuff like inserts and bow ties and stuff. Actually, somebody did buy. Did you guys see that narrow table that I built?
Yeah.
That I made. Somebody bought one.
The all CNC one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody bought one. So hey, that makes me happy. You ordered 4 rolling tray. You ordered it from the wrong guy because I don't sell those. I only sell inserts, but you can use them as rolling.
He ordered a bunch of
things.
rolling ZCIs. Well, actually, so I was looking at one of your videos where you had it like you were like showing the insert. It was within the last 2 weeks, or no, within the last week, and I was kind of like
2 days ago.
Oh, maybe
you
that
could see
was
through it. They had like an onion skin on it.
Or no, maybe it was just in one of your stories. There was just one like sitting there, and like because you hollow out certain spots of it, right?
Uh-huh.
So it kind of does like it resembles like a rolling tray in progress type of thing.
I mean, it just resembles a tray.
Hey, no issue. By the way, are those listings good now?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay, so
they got reinstated like 2 days later.
So can you talk about how that worked actually, or talk about it on a podcast? I want to like hear what happened, or if it just did it by itself.
There's really nothing to talk about. I mean, I can talk about it on the podcast, but I'll say right now, like, there was no way for me to contact Etsy. I just had to like sit and wait and hopefully they did the right thing. And
there was no chat or anything?
No, there was no way to contact them.
I feel like you're lying.
I'm not lying.
What's it like being world's biggest liar?
I sleep pretty well.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, they reactivated my listings like 2 days later. Maybe 36 hours later.
How exact? Who's the?
But it was the timing of that though. Like I got the email while we were recording the podcast, and I was talking about how things were bad.
Yeah, we noticed
like
how
that
cranky
email
you
came
were.
in, and I was like, You couldn't hear it in the podcast, but I shut my mic off and walked out of the room. And Mike and Pete started talking about grilling or barbecuing or something. I may have went into the other room and started throwing things. I was very upset.
Mike said something, and it took him leaving the podcast for him to say it. But he snuck in these little words in the middle of a sentence, and like under his breath, he said, Pete was right. When he was talking about barbecue, he did a story about doing chicken thighs on the grill on a smoker, and they're money. They're money. And he said the same thing. He was like, yeah, so he was right. And then just ended the story. Just snuck it in. But he said it, so
He was right. What are you talking about?
Oh, I was right about, because I told him to put chicken thighs, like season them and put them on a smoker, because the meat is just so much better than like breast or something. It's money. Also, I have not been like looking at this chat at all. Why is it still on bottom chat? There it is. Okay.
I've been trying to keep up with it.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that. All right. So let me share my audio. Let me do that thing.
Please do.
That computer audio. I think this is how it works. All right. First question is from France. You hear it?
This is our new intro music.
My question tonight is the following.
I like it.
How do you stay focused in the shop during the day? I had a really ADHD day today, and I started a lot of things, but I couldn't finish anything. I really felt like Malcolm's dad when he needed to change a light bulb and ended up fixing his car at the end of the episode. Anyway,
Great.
Is that a Malcolm in the Middle joke?
Yeah. You know what? I would never expect a Malcolm in the Middle reference from Thomas from France.
Please tell me that Malcolm from Bossa Nova called in.
No,
That would
it's
be
just him
so
and Jasmine.
great. Malcolm, if you're here, please call in just so we can make that
But
segue.
if you don't know what he's talking about, even if you've never watched Malcolm in the Middle, just
With
up
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, just look up Malcolm in the Middle. What is it? Throwing out the trash or something like that. The dad.
Oh, he started fixing the sink or something. Oh, there was a leak
light
in
bulb
the
or something. Yeah, it was
sink or
like
something. Yeah,
it's
something
so
real
spot
simple.
on, because I do that crap all the time. I'll get in the shop, be like, oh, the screwdriver goes over here, and I go to the screwdriver, and it's like, oh, the battery's over here, and I buy the thing, and it's like, oh, I meant to like leaf blow the stuff because the battery was charging, and I start leaf blowing my driveway. Before I know it, I'm like in the basement packing orders, and I go, I was supposed to cut wood. What the hell? All right, let's listen to Jack Boy.
Oh God.
Hi, Netflix's Paul Jackman here, and I just had to talk with you guys because I'm
Okay.
devastated. I'll always remember where I was when I heard the news that Mike died. What a loss it is for the woodworking community. He could
Terrible.
I just want to pause for a sec and point out the fact that I told him in chat because he apparently dipped right as Mike announced it. So he didn't even know until like Wednesday. All right, back to Jackman.
could make a simple wood plane seem like a magic carpet, and his jokes could even make a sturdy oak table crack a smile. What a loss it is for the podcast too. Much like Mike, this podcast just lost a lot of dead weight. May his spirit continue to sprinkle sawdust of joy in the great wood shop up in the sky. Rest in peace, Michael Gustav Coffey III.
MGC.
Question for you guys while I've got you, though. I'm thinking about getting into making drug paraphernalia. Any tips?
Oh God.
Trey. Oh, sorry. I just went right into Thomas. Don't play the next thing, please.
He didn't. There was no like.
No.
That's where it ended. That was it.
Oh, yeah, he just... No, can you give him some tips on drug paraphernalia, Dan?
Yeah, 0 clearance inserts apparently. They're huge. Please don't.
Just call them like Dare inserts. Zero clearance. Wait, do an epoxy Dare logo.
Oh.
Yes. Oh my God, this is a thing. This is how content is made, people. Yes. Oh, get ready to get tens of views, man.
Oh. The reel I put up today has got tens of views.
Dude,
It's
oh
good.
man, it's because of the smoke. I've gotten barely any views on mine, and it was satisfying. Which
The
is supposed
smoke
to
is
be
keeping people from watching Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Dan, do you want another reason why people aren't watching our content? It's smoke. Okay?
Okay.
Otherwise, we
not
suck.
fire.
It-
Smoke.
You know, where there's smoke, there's bad content.
I had like a drawer full of Dare T-shirts. The Dare officer at our school.
Dare officer.
Yeah, we had a Dare officer at our middle school.
Yeah, and then malls have cops. Cool.
I mean, he was a legit cop,
Oh, was
but
he?
he was
Oh.
we had a Dare officer.
Certified. He did a
it was-
16-week course in Dare.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. It doesn't matter. But a
Officer-
couple years later,
Officer Blunt.
he's helping coach the soccer team at one of the local high schools, and he gets busted for distribution.
Oh, Officer Blaze. Come on.
True story.
I mean, listen. If you're the Dare officer, you're going to learn about some hookups. Because kids are going to come up to you ironically, and you're going to be like, you
You're gonna learn
who's.
who's willing to buy.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what's funny is back when Dare was a thing, like you couldn't like go to your dealer. Now that I would know how to even do that, you couldn't go to a dealer and just be like, I'd like a sativa or Splenda, whatever.
I'd like a marijuana, please.
You just bought marijuana. You bought weed. And you didn't know what was in it. Like you didn't know what type or whatever. You were just happy to have it. And there's a good like 5% chance that it wasn't even like anything lethal. It was just like oregano, but it was your first time and you were excited, and that's okay. And now we're all older.
Stand
because
the
of it.
600 on the wooden bongs. Thanks for the tip, Henry. That way you don't get splinters,
Yeah, you want to
mouth splinters.
you want to definitely polish it. You want to quadruple
gotta
aught
polish
steel
that knob.
roll that finish too. You want to get it really high shine. It's all
High
about the steel wool.
gloss.
High gloss. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of high gloss, I need another Corona. I'll be right back. Do you have any more questions to play before
No,
I go
I was gonna tell a drug paraphernalia story.
Oh, please go on. I'm listening. I'm all ears.
I'm just gonna share this because nobody listens to this except 25 people.
Nobody listens.
My parole officer's in here. Hi, Mr. James. So it's a couple years. This is years ago. This is like pre me doing content. See, now you can't tie it to me doing content. And I was giving a weed. I think that's what the kids call it.
You were given giving?
I was given to
Given.
me. I was
Okay.
gifted to me a weed. One. I said one weed, please. Actually, I didn't. They were like, "Here's one weed," and they gave it to me. And I was like, "Wow, I don't have any way to do this weed." So I just
You
went
put
up
it in a spoon and
No, man. I just
melted,
grabbed,
right?
I just grabbed a little scrap piece of hard maple. I cut off like a 4-inch thing. So it's like a 1-inch tall by 1.25 inch, maybe 4-inch long piece of just like scrap maple. And I just did a countersink on one end. And then I just flipped it over, got a long drill bit, and went through from the bottom. And I was like, this is as good as it's ever going to be. And I even added an air hole for speed.
have
Not
to.
for doing speed, for you always add
Aerodynamics.
speed holes. Yeah. This is such a dumb story, but yeah, I made a pipe for the weed on my drill press once. That was exciting. What a world to live in, where you can use your Porter cable drill press to get high. Yeah.
Lovely story.
Sorry, it was a lame story. but-
Very ingenuitive.
Oh, Braden's here. He doesn't know the news.
Braden's here.
Yeah, little bug, medium bug.
Oh, there he is. I didn't see his comment. It came up late.
He messaged me about the news. Do you not know what happened? Do you not know about the arrest?
Not yet.
All right, go get a
Not yet.
Corona. I'm gonna try to not run this into the ground here.
That's okay.
All right, now
Talk
that Dan's
religion or
gone.
something.
Religion. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick Brim's here too. Oh my God, we got all the Nebraska boys and Iowa boys. So for anyone that's actually joining late,
Hold up. Were those two like hanging out together or something without
yeah,
me?
they are. It's okay. You're not.
What
like,
the hell?
Your best friend.
I don't get invited anywhere anymore.
Dan, can
I'm
you get
leaving.
another beer? You know how you get when you're sober. Boring. You can't hear that. Did you? I honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if you guys got ice cream. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So anyone that's joining us now, you may have noticed that there's only 2 of us, and it's a train wreck. But it's like a fun one, right? You guys are still here. Weirdly enough, we're getting more viewers as this thing keeps going. I get why Dan wasn't invited, but basically, Mike left the podcast. Mike has been way too busy with everything he's doing with his business, and just can't like. I get it. Like he can't spare the time on a Thursday. Like we do this for fun, and at this point, every hour counts for him. And his business is blowing up, and we wish him nothing but good. He left on the best terms. So Mike is a quitter. He's a coward. First of all, coward, quitter, coward again. Big sandwich. But yeah. So yeah, Mike is no longer on a podcast. It's just gonna be Dan and I. And thank you.
Who are you
Mike?
explaining this to?
Oh, just saying it generally because Braden was sending messages that seemed like he didn't know about it.
Oh, Braden knew.
Yeah. Well, I don't know because
He's a liar.
I'm also looking at the concurrent viewers and it keeps going up. So somebody else's live must have ended and they're all just jumping in here like, oh, what's this?
Oh, maybe that's it.
That's probably what it is.
Who else does the live on Thursdays? Don't they know? Don't they know that Thursdays is our night?
Shop Talk live. I don't know, one of them. And then Joey Blades of Steel, what's his name? He does a live every night.
Joey,
He's
the
on
guy
the-
from NSYNC?
He does.
Joey Patone?
No, the one from
Fatone.
Fat Tone. I always think of that Robot Chicken skit when he's like Joey Fatone's Enter the Fat One.
In between two woodworkers
Joey
is
Steelblade. Thank you. Yeah, he does a live
Wednesdays.
almost every single night, and I give that dude credit. Like every night I go on there and I go.
I have no idea who Joey Steelblade is. Who is
Super
that?
nice dude. What's
he do? If he's not a metal
He
worker,
does steel,
like
blade, and wood, and 3D printing. Okay. So in the stoop call, he's the guy with like 4 printers behind him. He usually sits with printers behind him. But
Oh, okay.
Sean, that's mean. What does he do? Nothing, obviously. So mean. But no, Joey's a solid dude. I love that guy. He's funny.
Okay, I haven't been to the stoop in so long. I should do
Neither
it this
have I.
weekend.
I haven't been on a stoop since the Binksident. That's what I call when Binks went off on me and like attacked me and shit. Oh, I cursed. Whatever. Doesn't matter. This is not a clean show.
He's the Dan Dunlap of the South. That poor bastard.
Oh, Emma's here.
I mean, she lives with you. That makes sense.
No, well, she was today was dress rehearsal for her kids' shows on Saturday, so she's home soon. She would literally. So here's the crazy thing: she would be leaving the studio in about 20 minutes to drive an hour home and get home at 11:15, 11:20. Like that's her schedule. That was her schedule. That's why I've been like
Was
so. This is literally the last time she'll ever have to come home this late from teaching. So, yay.
very nice.
Much excitement.
All right, I think this is totally off subject here, but
Thumbs up, everyone.
I've always been like jealous of your background. I'm gonna need to get a light like that in the background somewhere, somehow, some way.
Do you want to get lessons?
I do need to get a better camera. This camera is trash. I'm so tired of it.
So, I think, Dan, honestly, you might be... Because do you have several, like, older cameras, maybe? Like,
I have a bunch of cameras, dude.
You can probably repurpose one of your SLRs, DSLRs, as a camera. Get the cam link thing. Actually, the only reason
Can you go longer than 30 minutes, though? Because
that's
most
the
DSLRs...
Yes, so that's the only reason I'm having issues with the... what is it? M50, sorry. I used to have a D90 from Nikon. Gross. The M50 has a 30-minute limit. Apparently, there's a way to get around it, but I have not dove deep into that.
Yeah, there's software you can put on your camera called Magic Lantern.
Oh, it keeps it awake?
Well, it's like jailbreaking your camera, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, why not though? But yeah, but that being said, anytime I've used that camera, it is like outstanding. Like it looks so freaking good. And Dan, like people use really old cameras because you just throw a half decent lens with a nice bokeh on it. And
I mean, I got some good lenses still.
Yeah. So
I did sell a couple cameras recently, but
well, next time I come up to you, I should help you with that.
We need to actually get that. I mean, we've been talking about it.
I know we keep talking about it. I feel like it's not going to happen till freaking Maker Camp, but whatever.
But then I'll be coming out to your place. So.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess you can bring it over and we'll figure it out. I'm still upset with you, Nick Brim, for not coming. And I guess this year, Mike is not staying with us. So, I don't know. We got to figure that part out. But we're still getting a house.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Sean Farrell's 37-hour dance recital this weekend. That's the reason fathers drink. It's one of the many reasons.
Yeah, dude. So, actually, very sad story about this. Sad because it's expensive. God. No, it's just like a story. I know a lot of the dads in the neighborhood and stuff. Some of the kids dance, and of course, we know about it because Emma's a dance teacher. And dude, they're paying college tuitions for these little girls to go dance. Like it's like 10 G's plus or minus depending on the studio and how much they do. Like it's a lot every year. So yeah, get your kids in a dance, support the arts. Oh wait, Braden's coming. Oh, but he snores. Oh,
yeah, he's gonna take the place of Nick this year because Nick's a coward.
Braden, you cool if Patrick crashes with you in a room? It's funny because he almost died. All right, guys, we should probably wrap it. This is a good live. I'm sorry if I talked a lot. I'm just really excited I'm just excited for what's happening here. And if you guys genuinely, if you have something that you want to see or you'd like to get back from the podcast or like you'd want us to try, or if you want to record the intro like we talked about, if you want to be the voice of AWP, Send in your audition
Just the intro
tapes.
voice.
Keep it under 30 seconds, and that's it. So reach out to us.
Send it
let
to
us
the
know.
email
And if you're a patron,
on the screen.
some good stuff is coming down the line. I'm very excited for it. Dan's going to be putting in a lot of work the next couple of months to get everything up and running.
What?
On my
Okay,
bench. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for joining us. Dan, you got anything else to say?
See you next time.
Sayonara.
That's not Spanish.
It's one of the languages. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye.